Hello, crafters and artisans, and welcome back to Psychedelic Squid 5 Arts. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a graph for your crochet or knitting project. To start, we're going to go to this website right here, and then we're going to make our own cross-stitch pattern, which we can use for our graphgans. I'm going to select a new slot and from image. Make sure your photo is the same shape as the item you want to crochet. So if I want a rectangular blanket, my image should be a rectangle. You can see I have a lot of colors here that I'll blend together, which I'll show you how to fix shortly. But then I'm going to change the chart height to 180. I chose 180 because when I do half double crochet corner to corner, that gives me a little less than 90 inches, making it roughly a queen size blanket. Then we'll hit continue. And then it wants to use 30 colors, and I don't want to use 30 colors. So I'll set my max to 17 and reduce it more later. Then I'm going to play with the brightness to give me the best delineation of colors for my design. Remember, you can use colors similar to the ones it recommends, but you can also use more easily visible colors on the graph and then substitute with the actual color you want when you're crocheting. Once I'm happy with it, I'll select continue. Now you can see several colors that are nearly identical in color, so those are the ones I'll merge and condense down in the next step. For now, we'll select finish. Now, I personally like to change the setting here to flat, so it gives me a solid colored pixel. Then we can pan and zoom in. Now, I see white is on here twice, so I'm going to select one, click Replace Color, and select the same color white I already have, which is Snow White. Now, this one is really dark green, but it's basically black, so I'm going to replace that color with Black 310. Then this one is also basically black, so I'll replace that one with black as well. Now, here comes the time-consuming part, and that's cleaning up our image. So I'm going to select paint and white and clean up my borders. Even if you had used another program for the graph making, you'd still have to clean up the final image. I'm using this website because it's completely free, and because I'm super picky, I'm going to spend about 10 minutes doing this. But let's just skip to the part where we're happy with it. Now you can see that it still has duplicate colors on here that are identical. So to get them to actually merge in the program, we're going to select the first one of our duplicate colors. Then click the 3 pips here, click on Selected Color menu, then we'll select Change Color for Crosses. Then all of our other colors will pop up, and you're just going to select the first one of that color that pops up. Then, for the second duplicate, we're going to use the 3 pips, click Selected Color menu, then Change Color for Crosses, and again select the first one of that color that pops up. And we'll repeat this again for however many duplicates we have, always selecting the first duplicate of the replacement color. You'll know you did it right when the extra duplicates have a stitch count of 0 and the first one has a whole bunch. Then we'll click those 3 pips again, click Remove All Unused Colors, and that'll remove the duplicates. You'll have to do that for each color that has a duplicate. So it's somewhat cumbersome, but once you've done it, your legend will be simplified. Again, I'm going to click on the Settings button, click Sort by Code, and I can see that these 2 pinks are duplicates of each other. So I'm going to select the first pink, click the 3 pips, then click on Selected Color menu, then Change Color for Crosses, then select the first pink. Then click the 3 pips and remove all unused colors. Then we'll export the image. You can use the PDF format and get this giant printout with little icons specific to each color so you don't mix them up, especially if they're similar in color. Unfortunately, if you want solid pixels without the icons, you can only view it that way from their website. Anyways, there you go, how to create a graph for crocheting. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below, and feel free to visit my Facebook page or Instagram to ask clarifying questions or about things I haven't covered yet. Thank you all so much for exploring the depths of your creativity, and I'll see you next time.